Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope that your day is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. If you enjoy all things makeup related and you want to join this dumpster fire of a family, because it is definitely a dumpster fire, then definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. And let's go ahead and let's dive on in. All right, so I went on a somewhat of a vacation. Basically, every single year, my husband's grandmother goes to the NASCAR races in the spring and the fall. She has season ticket holders for the place that we go to. And we go every single, spring and summer. We did not go in 2020, we did not go in 2021 due to COVID. But this year we decided, everybody was, fully up to date on vaccines, had gotten, three doses or more. So we decided that we were ready to go ahead and go to a race. And so that's what we did the past weekend. And I really wanted to obviously I wanted makeup. Like I 1000% did my makeup. I will just load up some pictures here. I 1000% did my makeup. I love doing my makeup no matter where I go. Like even if it's just to work, run some errands, like doing a full beat is something that like I love to do. It's a creative outlet for me. So I wanted to make sure I didn't want to have to tote 20 pounds of makeup. So I wanted to make sure that what I packed in my bag were things that I loved, things that would work no matter what the weather or occasion was like. And I could definitely create some of these really beautiful looks at the races. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you guys what I packed in my makeup bag. What things came with me on a trip so I could achieve all of these looks. I'm going to let you know now, the eyeshadows, the lid shades are both the exact same lid shade in both of these pictures. It's wild to me, depending on what color you're using for your mattes, how different it looks. It's cool to me. But I will definitely go ahead, dive on in, let you know what I brought. So definitely keep on watching. So starting off with eye primer was my Rare Beauty eye primer. I didn't want to bring my Ulta matte with me because I was almost out of that and I didn't want to run out. I don't know how many uses I have left of that, but it definitely is getting a little bit low on the low end. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I had something that I love, but also, I know I have plenty of, and that was this. And honestly, my eye makeup lasted a really good amount of time. I also brought with me my NYX Glitter Glue Primer. I use a glitter glue primer all the time for whatever lid shade I'm going in with. So these two together, I think that it held up super well. I wore my makeup, each day, anywhere from 8, 9 a.m. to 9, 10 p.m. So these were definitely these definitely held up. They were fantastic. I did bring my Duo lash glue. I did bring lashes. I don't necessarily know where I put the lashes. The lashes that I did have that I did bring with me were the Glamlite Taco lashes. I have used them in the past. I don't know where I put them. I know that they were in my makeup bag. I took them out to take my lashes off. But here's the thing, I don't know where I took my lashes off. I can't remember that, or where I had put it, because I was trying to run around, and I don't know where I put it. So I used those, so that I used that as well. And then for the eyeliner along the line, the eyeliner part, so that way I could make sure that the band was concealed, was my Beauty Bakery Lollipop liner, which is right here. I literally thought I lost that as well, but it's literally right here. I love this. This is my tried and true Ride or Die eyeliner. Can't go without that. And then for in my waterline, I brought a couple of the Jaclyn inline eyeliner. I brought the the brownish one. I brought the black brown one, and I brought the black one. So I did use those within the waterline on my lower line, and those worked out fantastic. Then for eyeshadow palettes, I brought two-ish eyeshadow palettes. So the first palette that I brought was my Give Me Glow Bad Witch Club palette. So the reason why I brought this, I curated my own palette to take with me. But the reason why I brought this is because with the looks that I created, I felt like it had some additional shades where if I felt the color that the way I was trying to go with the color story, I didn't have necessarily the right shades of the grungy purple and greens. I knew I was going to have it in this palette. And I did dip into this once. But then I did curate my own little Give Me Glow palette with my thing. So, you know, I have some like greens and some like purples and things like that. I brought basically all of my duochromes. Like these are all of like my duo multi-chromes. It's this shade right here, Xenon, that I basically used the whole time. I didn't even dip into the other ones, but I did create a couple of looks. Again, I love Give Me Glow. I know the quality is there. I know I'm going to get a fantastic look no matter what. So I definitely curated like my own palette, and I had this for backup in case I needed, you know, additional colors that were in like this color family, which this does provide. So I was able to get use out of both of these, and again, created some very beautiful looks. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into the priming of the face. So for the races, it was insanely hot outside. Especially on Saturday, not so much on Sunday because it did rain, but on Saturday it was like 90 something degrees, but it felt like the heat index was into like the low 100s. So it was very, very hot. There were 2 races. Usually they have a race Friday night, one on either Saturday morning, Saturday night, and then they had the Sunday race. Well, they, instead of having a Friday night, they just combined. So they had a race that started at 1 p.m. and it went till about 2:30-ish. And then you were going to have a break until 7 p.m. when the next race started. And then, you know, you had your Sunday race. So we were there a very long amount of time. And I knew this was going to be the case. I knew it was going to be hot because I had checked the weather beforehand. So I definitely knew that I was going to be hot. I was going to be a little bit sweaty. So I was just definitely thinking about that when it came to makeup. Now, I do like a glowy base, but I do have a very, very hydrating skincare routine in the morning. So I didn't want to add a lot more moisture where, you know, like the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base or like other kind of like really hydrating. But I still wanted to have that glow. So I brought with me the Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. So I brought this with me because I find that this does provide that glow that I need, but I'm not having it add like more like slickness or more hydration. It definitely is just adding like that glow. I don't notice anything else about that. And so I really wanted to pick this because again, I already have a really nice hydrating you know, morning skincare routine. I didn't want to add any more hydration. So that way it was just slipping and sliding all over as I was sweating. So I used this. For my pore filling primer, I used my Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. I don't know if you guys can tell how much I have used of this. I'm already down to here. And I literally just got this not that long ago, but I can't stop using this. I really like this, especially whenever like it's really hot, because this does, one, it really does smooth over your pores. That's one thing I really like, but it also does have a little bit more of like a mattifying-ish base. So with the Tatcha one fills in the pores, but it's a little bit more luminous and not as drying. This one definitely does lean a little bit more matte, and I knew that I needed something in my T-zone area that was going to be a little bit more matte for whenever I started sweating. So this really did hold up fantastic. But let's talk about the cream products that I used on my face. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about foundation. I used this Kosas foundation. I absolutely love this. I think this provides beautiful coverage. It has a very like skin-like finish while also allowing my glow to come through. So I really love how healthy this makes my skin look. I love that it comes with SPF because again, I was going to be outside. And so I wanted something that was going to have some added SPF. I did have an SPF like face spray. Not from Supergoop, it was from Neutrogena. So I used that as well, and I wore a hat to make sure that like it kind of stayed off of my face. Honestly, everybody else got sunburn. I applied my sunscreen to my body like every 30 minutes to an hour and just lathered myself up, and I literally don't have like any sunburn. So just, you know, sunscreen does work. Okay. Anyways, I know I wanted something that was going to make my skin look healthy, provide a decent amount of coverage, have some SPF. And what I was thinking of, like, those are the kinds of things that I want. And I don't want it to be like too dewy or serum-y. I immediately went into this. I immediately thought of this. Like, I was like, this is going to be like that perfect foundation. It really was. It was fantastic. Loved that. For concealer, I brought one that I'm kind of testing. That is the Nyx Bear With Me Concealer Serum. Seriously, this is a really, really good concealer. It really does hydrate underneath my eyes, makes them look good. It doesn't make it look heavy and dry, which is definitely something that, like, even though, you know, I knew I was going to be sweaty and things like that, my under eyes probably aren't going to sweat a whole lot. I'm not going to get a whole lot of sweat in my under eyes. So I definitely wanted to make sure that that still looked hydrated. So I used this, and right now I can tell you I am loving this concealer. I was like, why? I don't understand why this is so hyped up. And then I tried it, and now I'm like, wow, I think I need backups. They're so good. So for cream contour, I went in, I used the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I just love just like how easy this is, where I can just like pop it open and just dot on my face, and it blends out super easily. So I'm not having to like take a brush, you know, add more brushes into like my collection. I literally just like dab it on and take my sponge and just blend it out. So I absolutely love that. For my, cream blush, I brought this ABH Latte Stick Blush. Again, I love how easy this is to like blend out. Super good. And again, this color is just very like universal. Like, it's just very neutral. So I love that, like, even though I did some like crazy like on the eye looks, I love how just like neutral this was, and it just went with all of those looks as well. So that was really good. And then for my cream highlight, I again have this Charlotte Tilbury Beauty wand. This isn't Pillow Talk. Something else that I am trying out. But again, I like how I can just dot it and blend it out with a sponge without having to bring like another like brush for like, you know, another brush for like my liquid highlight, or, you know, getting it all over my hands or anything like that. It was just a really quick ease of use. So now let's go ahead, we'll dive on into the powder products that I had selected to come with me. So first up is going to be this Jaclyn Hill little like set palette. I love this for my under eyes. I love that it brightens up my under eyes. I love how it really makes my under eye makeup really last. And with that concealer, it looked fantastic. So I loved bringing this along, dipping my sponge in and just setting my under eyes. So that looked really good. In terms of setting my face, again, I wanted to make sure that like I was able to provide maybe like a little bit more coverage, but definitely I knew it was going to have a more like lasting impact without making my skin look too cakey, which is something that, like, you know, with me having really dry skin, I struggle with. So I automatically knew when I needed a powder that was going to really make my makeup last without making my makeup look cakey, or, you know, adding a little bit extra coverage, was the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder Foundation. This is seriously so good. I have super dry skin, and the fact is I can use this as just like a powder foundation if I didn't want to go in with the co-sauce that day. You know, maybe I saw it on Saturday, didn't last very well on Sunday. I could have used this. That wasn't the case. I love how it gives like a little bit of extra coverage. I love how it, you know, really like sat my makeup without it looking like super cakey and me being like, wow. Yikes. So I really do enjoy this. I think these two are really fantastic powders. Love those. In terms of what I used for bronzer, I brought the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Again, this is just really nice. It's really light. One that I'm testing out. But I loved how like it took a little bit to like build up. It wasn't automatically intense. It did take a little bit of, you know, building up, but it didn't look muddy. It didn't look patchy. It didn't look cakey. Didn't look heavy. Anything like that. It really just built it up really nicely. Added just like this beautiful like bronze to the skin. So I really thought that was a really great option. And then I brought all three of these with me, the one size cheek clappers. I probably got the most use out of like the very basic one. But I really did like love this. I was testing it out where if maybe I wanted to go in with a little bit more punchy of a cream blush, I had that option in some of these. You know, I could go in with like a matte, or one day I did elect to not go in with my highlighter, and I went in with one of these shades to just like put on my cheeks. And I love that. I love how like I just eliminated a step with this. Honestly, I could have done all three cheek options. Like those are just, they're really good. I was glad that I was brought those and I can try them out. In terms of having a highlight option, I did bring an Ofra highlight. This is with collaboration with Samantha March. This is Start Inspired. One thing that I really love about this highlight is it kind of gives you a little bit of different options. So you have like a champagne, and then you have more of a pink option. So you can swirl them together to create like a color. If you are doing more of like a pinky or a purplish type look, you can go just into like the pink part. Or if you're doing something a little bit more neutral and you want something that is a little bit more champagne or golden-ish, you have that option that you can just go into as well. So I really love how like it just comes in one compact and it has a lot of versatility. So that's why I chose this as the highlight to go with me. And also because I like to beam to the stars, right? So I knew that I wanted to be seen from the racetracks. Like I wanted the drivers to be distracted because they saw my highlighters. Wait, does that sound good? Like I didn't want them to wreck. But like I also wanted to be like, wow, that highlight, you know, from their cars. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to go with this. So that's why I selected this. I just felt like it had a lot of really good versatility. All right, let's just go ahead and let's just finish off what I would do with the rest of the face. So first off, one thing I forgot to talk about with the eyes was for mascara, I just, you know, applied a coat of this before going in with my lashes. So that was quick, easy to use. For setting spray, obviously I had to go in with something that was really going to last, and the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a fantastic, this really does help prolong your makeup. It doesn't have like, they do have a glow option, a more matte option. I feel like this is definitely like a very like skin-like, like mist, very skin-like, helps kind of, okay. It's skin-like with like a very soft matte-ish kind of a finish. They have a matte one, which is just straight matte, and they do have a more glowy one. I really love this for my makeup to last in cases like that where I was at the races. It was hot. I was starting to get a little bit sweaty with all the walking that we had to do, things like that. So I definitely knew I needed something that was going to help lock in my makeup on top of the already locking in my makeup things, but not making my makeup look too heavy, too crepey, starting to split it apart. So I knew that I needed to bring this. It's fantastic. On for brows. So I brought the one size, what is this? Brow Kiki Tinted Nourishing Brow Gel. I brought that. I love this brow gel. It is a fantastic color for my hair. I think it does a fantastic job. I brought the Uoma Baby Hair, maybe just what it's called, Baby Hair Brow Pencil. Again, I think this is a fantastic color. It was really nice, really light. I really liked this combo together. I thought my brows looked really good, really nice, perfect color for me. So really did enjoy that combo. Last for lips, I literally just brought my Jaclyn Cosmetics stuff. So I just brought like almost every single lip liner that I owned and the liquid lipsticks, and just kind of, you know, came up with a combo. I brought with me the Lunar Beauty lip oils. So if I wanted a little bit more gloss, or my lips were starting to feel really dry or anything like that, I just popped like the lip oil right on top. Seriously stunning, absolutely beautiful. I think it was a fantastic option. You know, again, I got all of these like really crazy beautiful looks with just all of these products. These are products that, again, you know, some of them I brought because I was testing them out, but most of these I brought because these are like tried and true products that I know and I love. And when I thought about where I was going on vacation at, what kind of things that I needed to achieve a really good, beautiful look, I automatically knew and thought of these. So that is all that I brought with me on vacation. Let me know if you go on vacation, do you pack yourself like your very own makeup bag? Do you not bring makeup? Do you maybe just bring like a tinted sunscreen? Like, what do you guys do whenever you guys go on vacation? Me, I'm a full beat all the time, unless I'm going swimming. Then I'm not. But other than that, I'm usually like a full beat type of gal. Like, that's just my jam. Let me know what you guys kind of like when you guys go on vacation. Does it depend on the vacation? Let me know all of that down below. What do you guys think of the products that I picked? Are these products that you also really enjoy? Are these products, you know, you don't? What are products that, like, when you go on vacation, you have tried and true products that you know you're going to take with you and love? Let me know all of that down below. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. You know you want to join the Dumpster Fire. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye!